We are back. What is up, my dudes? Week 8 is here. Jordan's home from London. Bonjour. Seth is back from his mountain climbing adventure where he almost broke his back or something like that. And I'm back from trading pins at Disneyland. Enough about that. We have done our best searching through the buys and diving right into the full fantasy football rundown with all your must-start sits and sneaky sleepers. Guys, it's been a while. It's been a week, but we're back. Jordan, you have a good trip?
Yeah, I had a good trip. It's actually a lot of fun. So the Jaguars obviously didn't get off the plane, stayed home in Jacksonville. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. So I'll be honest, like Wembley's pretty cool. It's a neat place, and the environment's definitely different, but it's neat.
People like waving flags the whole time like they do at soccer games, or
No, not really flags, but like it's just so weird because like everyone is just there to watch the game, not really to like root. Like obviously there's a bunch of Rams fans, a bunch of Jaguars fans, but like people just in random jerseys, like it's just like everyone is just going to the game just to watch American football because it just doesn't happen very often there. And I saw some of the randomest jersey, like it's like people just decided to be fans of a team and they went on eBay and just bought a jersey like of like anybody they could find. So it's definitely just it's just different. It's different. Like I was talking to people, like the couple behind me, they're from like Newcastle and they just became American football fans. Like they were in the United States on a trip and were watching the game and just fell in love with one of the games. So she was an Eagles fan and he was a Buccaneers fan. Like just random stuff. Like I don't. And they said like they watch all, so like the 10 a.m. or 1 o'clock games are at 6 o'clock over there. The afternoon games, the second wave of games, are like at 9:25. So they said they'll watch like the 6 o'clock games, some of the 9 o'clock games. Then anything after that, they'll catch up on the morning, and watch it. So like, because you can't watch the Monday night games or Sunday night games. They're all like in the middle of the night there. So you can't really watch them. But yeah, it's cool. It's different. Like some random jerseys I saw, like Carson Palmer Bengals jersey. I was like, whoa, that's an old school one. I saw a Tim Tebow Jaguars jersey. That was kind of random. And then
some Jaguars fan just like saw that when it happened, or it was a cheap eBay buy. You almost should have asked them. You should just videotape people and ask them why they bought their jerseys just for the YouTube.
And
page.
then this one, Jay Ajayi Eagles jersey. I mean, I barely remember Jay Ajayi played in the NFL, let alone someone bought a jersey.
He had a decent Super Bowl run with the Eagles, right? With the Philly special and all that.
No,
stuff.
I know, but just a random and then a John Harbaugh Chargers jersey, but his name was spelled Harbaugh on the jersey. Yeah, just some random jerseys, like literally, like people just go on eBay and buy random jerseys.
Yeah. I got that, but I got a Baker Browns jersey. It was just too good of a deal to pass. The color rush, remember the color rushes? I love that Baker jersey. Probably should have brought it out, but yeah, we could. I got a couple more questions about that, Jordan, but I'm gonna do that at the end of the pod after we pick all our plays and stuff like that. So we got starts, we got sits, sleepers. We're gonna do our pick'ems like we always do. Seth, you want to lead us and pick your player right now? You want to lead the charge here, buddy?
Yep. Let's start with our quarterbacks on pick your player. We have Jackson Dart from the New York Giants. Super exciting to watch playing against the Eagles, and we got the old buck, Joe Flacco versus the Jets. What do you guys think?
Joe Flacco. I think I'm going Flacco here, Jordan. Am I crazy? Like he was my stream of the week. Stream of the week. I love watching Jackson Dart though, but I've kind of been a Flacco guy too. Like I should have wore the shirt Fantasy Dad got me a few years ago that says Flack around, find out, even though it's a Browns jersey, but I probably need to bust that thing out again.
Yeah, you might need to. I lean Jackson Dart, but we'll see. I like Jackson Dart. I'm going Jackson Dart there.
I like Dart. The only thing I think stacked up against Dart right now, Jordan, is I think this is a really big game for the Eagles. They lost to the Giants last time. I don't see the Eagles letting Jackson Dart beat him twice, which he could still put up a lot of fantasy points. Don't get me wrong. I just think they tighten it up this time.
Yeah, I just think this Eagles pass defense isn't the best. Like they're beatable through the air. So
What do you think about Brandon Graham coming back?
yeah, I mean, I just don't really know. I don't know. Like, can
Hard to
one
say.
player really fix that? Like, I mean, they've been pretty susceptible through the air. So I like Dart.
Seth, I'm surprised you're not going with flat or going with Dart.
I don't know. I just want to cheer on Joe Flacco. The Jets are bad, man. Like,
Two reasons. One reason I know why he's not, because Seth's basically a closet Eagles fan. I don't even think it's a closet Eagles fan. Like he's full. It's something about bird teams, right?
No,
I'm surprised he
Dart,
doesn't like
and
the
I like
Cardinals.
Scatterboo or Scatabo.
People make fun of me for like the Chiefs, but like Seth does not get enough hate. Like it's almost equal, Like
Dude, I don't care. The Eagles won a Super Bowl. That's great. It doesn't bother me anymore. Jalen Hurts won me a fantasy championship 2 years or 3 years ago. It's not that big of a deal to me anymore.
Okay. The other thing though is
bad.
Seth kind of looks like Jackson Dart. They both wear like really weird necklaces. They both kind of have similar hair.
My chain's
like
not that big.
Seth has similar, like he kind of has Jackson Dart vibes. That's all I'm saying,
I'll take an NFL quarterback comparison. That's cool with me.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take it.
Well, well, never mind. All right. So what do we have next, Seth, here?
All right, let's go to our receivers. We have Rome Odunze with the Bears going against the Ravens. Ravens coming off a bye. And we have AJ Brown and the resurrected Eagles pass offense versus the Giants. What do you guys think?
So when I put this out there, I didn't realize AJ Brown didn't practice today, right? Did he not practice today? I thought I saw that. I'm pretty sure he's playing. So like I did this morning, and then like I saw the news this afternoon. And I'm like, oh shoot, like maybe he's not. It didn't
Has
register.
He upgraded to Old Man Wednesday practice off status yet?
Maybe I don't know. I know he's kind of frustrated. He put some weird Instagram post up yesterday.
That's like a normal thing for him, though. He does that like every week.
I think I'm gonna go. I really want it to be Rome Odunze. Devonta Smith is having like his best season ever. I don't know if you guys have realized that. I'm playing Rome Odunze no matter what, but my team is completely decimated. I'm playing Jordan. Like my whole bench, all 5 guys are on bye. Like I am starting one running back. I can't drop anyone on my bench. I don't think, Jordan.
It didn't stop you from beating me in another league last week.
Yeah, Dynasty's a little different though. Dynasty's different. Like crazier things happen, but. Like Jamison Williams, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, JSN. Like,
yeah, you're in a tough spot.
I can't drop anyone there. I want it to be Rome Odunze, but he's been playing awful since I traded for him. So I feel like it's AJ Brown here, Jordan. Like, what do you think?
I'm going Odunze. Yeah.
Yeah, Ravens are bad. I don't want to. Like, I need to get off the Rome train. Maybe he'll come back.
I lean Odunze here.
Okay.
Didn't AJ Brown have AJ Brown had 4 for 121 and 2 touchdowns last week. It's not like he's been bad. Like he's had a couple good weeks.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago wasn't good, right? What was it? He's just been real inconsistent.
Last time he had 6 for 80 on 9 targets. The 2 weeks ago against the Giants, against the Broncos.
I'm like the only guy in America that lost in fantasy football last week with Jahmyr Gibbs. I played against Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, and CMC. So like I lost by 10, I think. So it was a rough one. Yeah. So AJ Brown. You're right. It's not a bad spot for AJ Brown, but I'm going AJ Brown here. I haven't checked my fantasy football since I saw all the buys, Jordan. I was just like unplugged. Like I think I'm just gonna be a Cowboys fan this week, and then I'll be rooting for these picks I'm making. Like expectations are low, trying to keep the vibes high. What do we have next, Seth?
Let's go over to the running backs. We have this is a one game versus team pick here. We have Derrick Henry versus DeAndre Swift, Bears versus Ravens.
Henry off the bye, Jordan. Like
I'm going Henry there, but it's probably closer than maybe.
think Swift is ranked right there with him. Like for what I'm
I
seeing.
mean, it makes
like
sense because the that Ravens defense is really, really bad. So
yeah,
but
well,
they get
and then the
Lamar back
Bears.
this week, so
Yeah,
should help.
I'm gonna go Henry. Like neither defense is great against the run. I'm gonna go Henry here. Like I think
Yeah,
coming off
I'm
the
going
bye, maybe
Henry
he's a
too.
little rejuvenated. Lamar helps. I'm going Henry. Seth, what are you doing?
Derrick Henry, for sure. What
Go
do you
ahead.
guys think
Love that.
about? So in our chop league, just thought I'd bring this up because we're talking about running backs and we're talking about, just these guys that had insane seasons last year and are just talk about a complete dud. I ended up getting Saquon Barkley because he got chopped and I got him for super cheap. And I'm like really thinking if I should start him or Rashad White. Like I literally don't know what to do. Like that
White's
is so
in a really
hard.
good spot. White's in a good spot. Jordan, do you think you got to go with Saquon? Like, who's your other running back, Seth?
I have Rico, Dowdle, and Javonte Williams. So maybe it's between Rico and Saquon. Maybe is more that.
You would hate to get chopped and have Saquon on your bench
After you just
Yeah.
spent money for him.
Well,
Yeah,
I spent hardly any money for him.
What did you end up spending? So looking at this,
I got
here,
him for
out of
$100.
That's
That's
the next
nothing.
closest guy? Man, 5 bids though. Jordan was the next closest guy with 80.
I also got Mahomes for 199.
Yeah.
That was clutch.
Shout out Justin Hecht for 51 there. He was in contention there.
Yeah, I'm cooked.
Gaddison,
I'm cooked in our shop league for what it's worth. I think I'm going down this week.
Yeah, PJ got Travis Hunter for free. Jefferson went for 239. I got CeeDee Lamb there for 300, 50 higher than you, Seth. Like,
Yeah, I was actually going for
so.
CD was my number one target, but Mahomes being, the number 3 overall scorer is a huge deal. So consistent.
I should have just put everything I had on Mahomes. Jaden Daniels is going to be out, so that sucks.
Yeah, there might be other QBs in there though, Jordan. Like,
I haven't played Tyrod Taylor. Like
Marcus
I should have got Bo Nick.
No one else could get.
No, I know. I should have got Bo Nick. Yeah. Maybe I should go.
Man,
would you guys go Mariota or Tyrod Taylor?
I think I'd go Tyrod.
That's like
Taylor.
A poor man's pick your player.
I hate it. Because Mariota, like the Chiefs' defense is tough, Jordan.
Yeah, I know.
So I think you go Tyrod Taylor there, but he was another guy that I thought maybe didn't practice today. He was limited on Wednesday. Taylor was limited on Wednesday. So, yeah, because, the guy talked all the smack about Fields, and then Taylor's like limited at practice. So now we don't really know what's going on. Seth, that was like Saquon Barkley. I think you have to start him. Guys, let us know.
Yeah, I got to start him over Dowdle, right?
Yeah, guys, let us know in the comments. Like, is this just a slam dunk for Seth here? Or you doing like Dowdle or something like that? But give us a like, give us a sub, give us the thumbs up, guys. Really appreciate it. What do we have next, Seth?
All right, guys. I'm actually going to talk about our live show that we got coming out. I guess that's tonight. You're going to be seeing this episode on Thursday. So we have our live episode on Thursday night, 9 p.m. Pacific time. Kick off your weekend early with us. And it's our one-stop shop for week 8 winners. We drop our favorite plays, props, start, sit, and dating advice. Even though you don't want to hear that from 2 of 3 of us, you don't want to hear dating advice, maybe just from one of us. And we're also going to be giving away some hats like the one I'm wearing right now. These things are sweet. Thanks, Trent. Tune in and ask us a bunch of questions. We'll be answering your guys' questions live. We got you for everything fantasy football on our live show tonight when this comes out. See you guys then.
Yep. 9 p.m. Pacific. All right, Seth, nice read there. What do we got next?
All right, we're going to get into our week 8 starts, sits, sleepers, and upsets. Let's go with your start of the week, Trent.
All right, my start of the week here, Seth. Maybe this is why you were struggling a little bit. I am not sure, but I hard to say over Saquon Barkley, right? So my start of the week, guys, I have Rico, Dowdle, Rico led the Panthers backfield in last week's win. He only got 48% of the snaps with Chuba back in the mix, but he's leading the NFL in yards per carry at 5.6. Panthers are on a 2-game win streak, while the Bills are on a 2-game losing streak. If the Panthers want to keep their win streak alive, they're going to have to hashtag keep pounding, lean on their running backs heavily. The Bills are giving up 116 rushing yards per game. I'm seeing Rico ranked as RB18 right now. I think a top 10 performance is definitely within reach. I'm not worried about Chuba Hubbard. I think both of these guys can eat, especially with Bryce Young being a little hobbled up with the high ankle sprain. So with Andy Dalton there, maybe they run the ball a little bit more, but you definitely can run on this Bills team, guys. So I got Rico. I think with all the buys, I think both of those Panthers running backs are a way better option than like what's out there, for replacements. So I do like Rico. I think both those backs are really good. I don't know if there's any nays against that. I don't know if I like him more than Saquon Barkley, Seth, but I like him.
I think it's good play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too. It's a pretty good spot for them.
Jordan, we can get into your sit here.
Yeah. My sit or my start?
Sorry, your start. I'm sorry.
Okay. I got Wan'Dale Robinson as a start. Philadelphia is a pretty good matchup for wide receivers. They're a lot better matchup for wide receivers than they are running backs. Wide receivers are averaging 21 fantasy points per game against them. 2 weeks ago in this matchup, Wan'Dale had 84 yards, 6 catches, 84 yards, and 1 touchdown. The Eagles have given up over 80 receiving yards to a wide receiver in 6 of 7 games. Jordan Addison had a really good game last week against them. Wan'Dale the week before. I think Wan'Dale is that wide receiver one, operates in the slot a bit. I look at the data if he's been more in the slot this year since Neighbors went out, but I know historically he's been in the slot. He's just Dart's go-to guy right now, and the Eagles are more gettable through the air than the run. So like the spot for Wan'Dale, a decent amount here.
Yeah,
is Darius Slayton's coming back this week, right?
I think that would help Wan'Dale more than anything else,
right?
But
yeah. Slayton's also a different receiver too.
Yeah, he's more of that outside receiver.
Seth's gonna start pumping. Seth doesn't know what to do, to go against the guy that reminds him of himself, Dart, or go for the Eagles here. So his mind's in a blender.
Yeah, Wan'Dale's still been in the slot a little bit since Neighbors went out. He's been in the slot less than what he was the first 3 weeks, but he's about 65% slot, 35% out wide.
Let's go over to your sit of the week, Jordan.
Yeah, I got Rhamondre Stevenson. He's playing this really tough Cleveland defense, which is a really bad matchup for running backs. Cleveland's a top-rated run defense on PFF. Give up the third least fantasy points per game to running backs, 6th least yards to running backs. I think the Pats are going to struggle to run the football here. I know Rhamondre's playing, basically getting all the snaps. Travion is at this point is barely playing, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But Rhamondre's kind of the guy there. Nonetheless, I just really don't like the spot. I want to fade running backs against Cleveland pretty much every week. So, but I'm looking at snap counts here. Travion's playing the same amount as this guy called Terrell Jennings, who hasn't played all year and then played the same amount of snaps as Travion last week. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense, but I don't think it matters who runs the football. They're going to struggle against this Browns defense.
Yeah. One interesting tip, maybe, Jordan, is if you're in a keeper league, if somebody drops Travion Henderson and I don't know, maybe you're locked in for last place, or maybe, you just have the roster space, it might be an interesting spot.
No, because
Trent, you probably get him cheaper next year.
Yeah. He got drafted so high that that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true. Drake May, QB3 in fantasy football right now, guys. Remember a year ago when I said I thought he was the best QB in the class? I haven't brought that. The season's, we got a lot of football left, and Daniels has been hurt. Williams is kind of up and down a little bit, but Drake May's playing pretty solid. That was according to PFF, which I don't know if we can even trust them after all the stuff that has gone down this week. Have you seen all that, Jordan?
I have not. What went down?
Geno Smith had a higher rated performance last week than Patrick Mahomes, according to PFF. So everyone's
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So there's a lot of guys. Who was it? JJ Watt went on Pat McAfee and just talked about how the ratings like don't really like how they're doing it. It's too easy to become a Raider. Like I think like if we wanted to go apply for it, like JJ Watt said he's had Uber drivers that have drove him before that have told him their rating for PFF, which maybe that's true. Maybe that's not. Like, I don't know what they do to rate it. And so it's like you have these just average guys watching JJ Watt on all 32.
Isn't it
or
analytics based? It's analytics based. I don't think anyone's.
That's what I thought. It was a weird. Yeah. So I don't know how they do it. Like, I'm sure there's some kind of course. Yeah. And Collinsworth kind of came out and defended it. So a lot of negative about PFF.
I mean, you have to take everything with a grain. Like, you still have to like use your eye. Yeah, pass the eye test too a little bit and use your brain sometimes.
It's true.
So yeah, like Geno Smith being higher than Mahomes doesn't make sense. So
it's just straight up dumb. Well, yeah, Trent, your sit is in the same game. What do you think?
Yeah. All right, I hate this one, but hey, listen, there's a lot of
total passing game. You guys think, huh?
Yeah. I hate plugging this guy.
It's also like I know it's like a 40 total too, so this is kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
like,
but
we both have
but he could have a big breakout, and it's like this week. Like I said, I have 5 guys that aren't playing on my roster. Like you're probably just like anyone with a pulse that's getting 20% of the snaps you're plugging into your lineup. But I have Quinshon Judkins as my sit of the week. I hate plugging this guy in here. I hate this guy, but with more buys than InSync had members and more buys than excuses from a fantasy football league loser, I had to put someone here, guys. But Patriots are only allowing 59 rushing yards per game. I'm just betting on the Patriots defense to stop Judkins. I'm seeing him ranked as RB12, and I think maybe it's like a RB 15 to 20 finish. But it's just New England's D is what I'm going on. Judkins had 26 points last week against Miami. Foxborough, I expect a little bit more of a grind out. So RB12 just seems too high right now for me on Judkins, and then the total and all that stuff. But like he falls in the end zone. But yeah, that basically kills my take right there almost. But yeah, I think this Patriots defense is actually pretty good against the run. So, and yeah, so we'll see. So I don't know if anyone like absolutely dislikes that take, or if you're like, oh no, that's actually right.
Makes sense.
It's a tough matchup for both running backs.
Do you feel like 12 is higher? It's like you have so many guys on bye, 6 teams on bye, like you can't really put anyone else in there, on these rankings.
It's true.
Yeah, no, I it's you kind of probably have to play. I think you feel like you're gonna have to feel like you're gonna have to play Judkins more than Rhamondre. I think the Rhamondre sit would be easier to stomach than the Judkins sit. I think.
Yeah. All right, Seth, what else we got?
Let's go to our sleepers this week. Trent, who do you have as your sleeper?
All right, my sleeper of the week is, and you got, it's Hollywood Brown, and you don't need Jordan to tell you guys how red hot Mahomes has been. Monday Night Football, I think he lights it up. He's been feeding Hollywood quite a bit, 3 TDs in 2 games. I think he gets 1 more here. I know Rashee Rice is back, but I still think Hollywood's kind of been that guy he's going to. Monday Night Football would not shock me if the Chiefs run up the score here. This used to be like an old Indian battle. Like I feel like when it was Chiefs and Redskins, it just meant a little bit something more than Chiefs and Commanders. Maybe that's not politically correct, but this I think Mahomes really plays bigger in primetime games. What is he right now, Seth? QB what?
He's QB1.
QB1. Like I think he keeps it going here. Primetime game. I think he feeds everybody. It would not shock me if Hollywood has, a TD, another TD here. So going with Hollywood Brown is my sleeper here.
Like it. Jordan, let's go over to yours.
Yeah, I struggle with sleepers this week. I got RJ Harvey just kind of on a fire here. Like he's not playing the snaps that I would like him to play. It's not quite like Travion bad, but I mean, he's still only seen about 25-30%. Dallas gives up 21 fantasy points per game to running backs. Dallas is the worst ranked run defense on PFF. I just think Harvey could pop for a big game here. Have a maybe a 50-yard touchdown run. Feel like he hasn't really had a big run in a while. So I really like the spot for both running backs. Just with the buys, I think Harvey's playable, I guess, this week at running back if you need it.
Yeah, I almost made Javonte my start of the week, but I just struggled having an RB9 that I'm seeing on rankings put as a start of the week.
Yeah.
Broncos have a solid defense, but I just think he was playing on that team a year ago and didn't really do anything. Like, I feel like that guy has it out for Sean Payton as much as anyone. So that's what I have there. But
yeah, the Broncos are pretty good, like defense. So like they don't really give it up to wide receivers or running backs that much.
Yeah, no, it's a solid defense, but I think I just think with what this Dallas defense or offense has with Ferguson, Pickens, Lamb, like it's going to have to open stuff up, I think, a little bit. So, anyways.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we can go to your guys' upsets this week. Trent, who do you have as your upset this week?
My upset of the week here, I got Steelers upsetting the Packers. I got Aaron Rodgers taking on the Packers, taking on Jordan Love. Seems like Steelers are playing pretty good football. Steelers said today that they're thinking about, bringing Aaron Rodgers back next year if he wants to do it, and as long as Aaron Rodgers' offensive linemen don't tackle him after touchdowns. Like I don't blame him for getting that mad. Like he said, he texted Broderick after the game. He's like, dude, I'm 41 years old. Like I can't have a 320-pound guy tackle me while I'm jogging off the field celebrating. Like you just can't do that. Like he's like, I'm 41. So like, I get it. Maybe didn't look the best, but guy just came off a huge injury. So yeah, I'm going Steelers. I'm going Aaron Rodgers upsets the Packers here.
Fun fact before we get into Jordan's upset, that was the 4th longest throw in NFL history, just so we know. Aaron Rodgers, 4th longest throw ever.
Like air yards?
Air yards.
Wow.
And that was
what play was that?
It was the Hail Mary at the end of the game.
I did not see. I mean, so that I didn't watch any of that game. Like one thing to note, it was very weird, like missing complete games while I was in London. Like that game happened at like 1 a.m. or something in the morning when I was over there. And like I tried to like stay up for a bit and I just couldn't do it. And like I just wake up and like I saw the box score and it was pretty cool. Just because I needed that game from some of my guys, but like, yeah, very bizarre. Same thing happened on the Sunday night game, like, or like the Giants Broncos game last week. I thought, when I fell asleep, I tried to stay up as long as I could. By the time I fell asleep, I think the Broncos were down like 2 touchdowns. I wake up to Bo Nix at 41 points, and I'm just like, what? Like, how did this happen?
That was a weird one. That was a weird one.
Like I couldn't believe that the Broncos came back and won. There's just some interesting stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Was
like
your
the time
brother
difference
just
is
texting
weird.
you? Was your brother just texting you off the chain, being a Broncos fan, or did you unblock him? Or
stop?
Jordan, what do you have?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't like much this week. I don't really like any upsets or anything. I went with the Niners. Just the Niners being dogs. I know they're on the road, but it seems like it's weird for them to be underdogs against this Texans team, which this Texans team is bad. So I'll take the Niners as a slight dog. I think he's questionable. So I just don't think there's a big difference between him and Mac Jones, to be honest. I just don't know how much of a difference.
I don't either. No, I think it is proved like, not that. What I'm thinking is like we might not even get Nico Collins, right? Do we think Nico Collins might play? He left with a concussion. I'm thinking he should.
I mean, I saw he didn't practice today, so.
But yeah, Texans looked rough without him. I almost made Noel as a guy as a sleeper in case Nico.
Yeah, it's not a bad one.
Guy you could
not a bad one.
The targets were there, so yeah. Anyways, so I think it's our start, sit, sleepers. What do we have next, Seth?
Yep. Before we get into our favorite matchups this week, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about one of our sponsors where we play fantasy football and we make some picks. Before we start dropping our favorite games, we're going to holler at today's sponsor, Sleeper pick'ems, also sleeper fantasy. You know that vibe when your gut screams, this guy's going to feast, just like Trent thinks about Rico Dowdle this week. Now you bet on it. You pick more or less on the yards, touchdowns, catches, or whatever. You can stack 2 to 8 picks. If you nail them all and it's your first time betting, you can win up to 100x on your first entry. No rosters, no lineup headaches, just you versus the stat sheet. Smash promo code DUDES100. Okay. If you use DUDES100 and you put in $100, they're going to match you with the $100. That's a free $100 that you would not get if you don't use Dude100. Okay. That also supports us and it supports yourself. So just do it. And don't be like Phil and do what Phil did. Put in the full 100 so you can get a full 100 back. Okay. Codes DUDE100. They'll match your deposit up to $100. Code DUDES100. And that's free money to flex with. Okay. Just join us and start making some picks on Sleeper. The best way to play fantasy football and to make some of these picks.
All right, Seth. Thank you for that. So what do we got? Where are we going from here, Seth?
We have our 3, or I guess there's only 2 favorite matchups, so we can come up with a third one on here. But we have Packers, Steelers, and Cowboys, Broncos. Seems like these games are going to be the best ones this week that we think.
I feel like being such a homer, putting the Cowboys on this every single week, Jordan. Like
but
part of it is
technically put it on
the
there.
Cowboys are really fun to watch.
Oh, did you?
I put that on
didn't,
there. Yeah.
I felt like I did, but it's like these games are just scoring bonanzas every single week. Like it's like they're fun games to watch. You know, like they're other than the Bears game, all the Cowboys games have been great.
Yeah, no, it's the best. I think it's the best game of the week, this Dallas-Denver game. So it's a really good game. I like the pieces to it. I like Sutton a lot. I think Dobbins, Harvey, one of them is going to have a good game. I don't like Javonte as much in this spot, but I lean the Cowboys passing game. So I like Cowboys passing game here. I like some of these Broncos guys. It should be a pretty good game. It's my favorite game for sure of the week.
I'm so happy you put that on there, Jordan, because I almost did, and I was like, I just can't do it again. So thank you for at least fessing up that you did that. Like I said, Packers, Steelers, I think there's a fun narrative to that.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of that, Seth, is there anything you kind of have your eye on here, like Colts, Titans or something? I don't know, like Commanders, Chiefs, like 2 weeks ago, we all thought was going to be a good game, right? Like we all kind of want to see Jaden Daniels and Mahomes.
I also thought the Bucks-Lions game would be way better, and that game ended up being kind of a bust too in itself.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really know any other good. I mean, probably the Eagles-Giants, just because like the Giants are fun to watch and the Eagles are reigning champs. You know, I think that's a good one.
I think the Bears-Baltimore game could be okay.
Yeah, maybe we get Lamar Jackson back.
I mean, the Ravens are 1-5, man. Like that's insane.
Hey, they lost their ping pong tables. They lost their video games. It's like Camp Hope over there. It's bad.
Oh, they took away their ping pong tables?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, take away their Uncrustables. They'll be real mad over there. So, anyways, yeah, that's probably the third best one. Is that one right there?
Yeah, I mean, the only one I could think of that might be good is the Giants Eagles.
Yeah, that one will be solid too.
That's just because of the narrative there. We can get into our rapid fire pick'ems here if you guys want to start picking.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
Yeah, let's do that. We didn't do this last week. We didn't send any picks. Be honest, I meant to get them from you guys and I just forgot. So,
okay. Seth was hanging out on Mount Whitney, and I was at Disneyland/work.
Week 6, I went 7-8. Trent went 9-7, and Seth went 10-5. I'm not even on the board yet.
Trash.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just trying to like take kind of dumb picks, and it's not really working out for me. So
yeah, that doesn't work. You have to
off the bye though. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go. Reset. So let's do this.
Here's an interesting concept for next year. Okay, I think it's too late now. Maybe every 6 weeks you do like a quarter system. So you have like a first quarter, second quarter. I don't know, something like that, where you like reset every so often to where I was like,
or
a guy wins the first 3 weeks. It's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. And you
Or we pick against the spread. So,
Yeah.
that could also
Now you're
be.
saying like Phil.
No, we all pick against the spread, though.
Oh, okay.
No, what I'm saying is that like we pick against the spread and not just the complete winners, straight up winners.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go through this real quick?
Jordan?
Yeah. Thursday night game. We got Vikings at Chargers. We have Chargers favored by 3.5, 44.5 total. I am going to go Chargers here.
I think I gotta go Chargers. I don't trust them, but I think I do.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers.
They're saying like JJ's still a long ways out, Jordan.
With that fake ankle injury?
Yeah, no, they said like they were expecting 6 weeks when it happened last. When the injury.
Yeah,
but that was Garbaggio when they said that.
That was like last. They said that
But
on
he
like
finished the
Thursday or
game.
something.
Yeah, I still don't know. That's a weird thing to me. I don't really
Well,
understand
especially with the Vegas stuff, I feel like I don't know. I feel like you're risking a lot when you do stuff like that. But I guess at the end of the day, you want to win. So
yeah.
All right, what's next?
Buffalo at Carolina. Buffalo favored by 7 on the road, 46 total. I am going to go Buffalo.
I think you got to go Bills. Bounce back as hot as the Panthers are playing.
Seth?
I'm going Bills.
He's
all
just
right.
a copyist now.
Chicago at Baltimore. Baltimore favored by 6.5. Lamar back, 49 total.
Baltimore if Lamar's playing.
There's no way that the Ravens fall to 1-6. I didn't think they'd fall to 1-5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Baltimore too. But like, this is one where if I had to pick against the spread, I'd be taking the Bears. But
I just don't see like Lamar. Did you guys see the video of Lamar last night getting street food? Did you guys see that?
I did not see that.
He looked like under the influence, kind of like he didn't look like he was all there. It went viral last night on X, but he looks like he's on a different planet, ordering some street vendor food. It was kind of a interesting thing there. So I think I'll go Bears here. Bear down 4-2.
Interesting.
Go with it. I'm gonna go with
all
it.
right.
Maybe Manungai keeps it going. Jordan guy looked good.
Yeah. Let's see. Next game, we got Cleveland at New England. New England favored by 7 at home, 40.5 total. I'm gonna go New England.
Yeah,
I'm going
easy.
Patriots.
All right. Miami at Atlanta. We got a smash spot for Bijan here. Atlanta favored by 7.5 at home, 44.5 total. I'm going Atlanta against this dumpster fire of a team.
Absolute dumpster fire. You saw what Tua said. Tua said he couldn't throw to Waddle because he couldn't see him.
Yeah,
because he said the defensive line and my offensive line is really big. I can't always see him. Like the whole thing's just a dumpster fire over there.
Yeah,
just fish out of water. Yeah, I don't know how much longer they can go without firing people.
Yeah. Giants at Eagles. Eagles favored by 7.5 at home, 44 total. I'm gonna go Eagles here. Again though, if I had to pick against the spread, I'd lead the Giants to cover, but I'm gonna go Eagles.
Eagles.
Okay, Jets at Cincinnati. Cincinnati favored by 6.5 at home, 44 total. I'm going Cincinnati in this spot, but the line feels a little wide to me. Probably would go Cincinnati to cover, but sorry, I would Jets cover, but I'm gonna go Cincinnati to win the game.
Bengals, going Bengals. Flacco.
Seth.
Bengals.
San Francisco at Houston. Houston favored by 2 at home, 41.5 total. I got Niners to win this game on the road.
Yeah, Niners.
I'll go Texans here. I'll go with the home team.
I don't know how Houston's favored. I'm sorry.
It doesn't make sense to me either, but I'm gonna try to get one on you guys here.
Tampa Bay at New Orleans, Tampa Bay favored by 3.5 on the road, 47 total. I'm gonna go Tampa here.
Fire the cannons, Tampa Bay.
Bucks.
Baker City hates the Saints.
All right, Dallas at Denver. Denver favored by 3.5 at home, 51 in a total. I'm gonna go Denver here.
I'm going Dallas.
Man, this one's hard for me. I'm leaning Denver, but I really want to pick Dallas. I'm going Denver though.
Seth,
Dallas's
you're so good at these
defense-
pick'ems. Can I just give you $1 to like pick the Cowboys every week?
No,
You're
that
Dallas's
good.
defense is just so buns.
It
Sorry.
played better last week. Like Daniel's got.
No.
Well, I guess there was no McLaurin or Debo, right? But
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard
They
to
didn't
say.
have their top 3 receivers. Luke McCaffrey was
Yeah.
the number 1 option. Like it's just
Clowney though, 2 sacks.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Tennessee at Indianapolis. Indianapolis favored by 14.5, 47 total.
Gosh, 14 and a half.
Indianapolis.
Colts.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
very bad.
you've seen the comp. How Will Levis actually statistically was better than
Yeah,
Cam
Cam
Ward his
Ward's.
rookie year.
Cam Ward's. Yeah, he's not.
It's
good.
a bad place to play though. I think Levis
Yeah.
needs to go somewhere else.
It's where quarterbacks go to die. Is the Titans.
Yeah.
So
Kind of like a poor man's. Other than Ryan Tannehill. But I think it's just a bad
Yeah.
coaching. There's no coach now. Like it's a mess.
yeah. Green Bay at Pittsburgh Sunday night game. Green Bay favored by 3, 45 total. I'm going Green Bay here. Trent, I know you're going Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
Cheese heads.
It's a good Sunday night.
All
game.
right. Monday night game. Washington at KC. KC favored by 12.5 at home, 47 total. I assume we're all going KC here.
Yes.
KC. Right, that does it. Jordan, I just have a couple notes that I wanted to ask you about London. You know, what was the best food
Yeah.
there? Like, is the food good there? Like, are you a
The
tea
food-
drinker now? I know you're not a coffee guy. Are you a tea guy?
No tea. I'll be honest. The food was probably the least not the worst. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it was like the least remarkable part about London was the food.
Okay.
Interesting.
I felt the same way when I went to Spain. I didn't think the food was very good. Like when you went to India, do you feel like American Indian food is better than the Indian food in India?
No, the food in
Okay, you
India
thought
is
it was
better.
better over there.
Yes,
Okay.
way better.
Because like I don't know. I don't know if it's a European thing, but like the food doesn't impress me there.
And like, there's a lot. I wouldn't say it was bad, but it wasn't like it was just awesome.
Knock off your shoes.
But it's funny, is because like a lot of people say the same thing. Like I talk to other people, and they're just like, yeah, the food, like France, Italy, like a lot of there's other places, Germany, like there's places where the food is really good in Europe. Yeah, everyone kind of says the same thing. Like London is not what you like. England, UK, just the food's nothing like special. It's like I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
best
pub
pretzel I
food
had in my
and-
life.
yeah.
Best pretzel I had in my life was in the airport in Munich, Germany. Like it was just so crispy yet soft. Like it was really good. It was like salt ratio was there. Like it was just kind of crazy. But yeah, I was curious about the food. Like I didn't know like if there's
Like
anything
you can get
special.
food from like almost every like part of the world there because it's a huge city with everyone like but
Mhm.
yeah, there's just not. I don't know. I had a Monday. I had like a steak pie, and it was okay. Like I don't know. Like I don't know.
Seth wanted to ask about the Eiffel Tower. I don't know why.
Eiffel Tower. Yes, that Eiffel Tower in London, right? Yep.
Yeah. You see Big Ben or anything? You go see that like guard
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
around or okay.
Yeah, I didn't really. I mean, there's guards walking around and stuff, but yeah, I didn't see the changing of the guard though. I didn't see changing of
Okay.
the guard.
It's just didn't have time or
It just didn't fit the schedule.
okay. And then how was the
We went to a
soccer
soccer
game?
game. Yeah, that was cool.
The soccer game was honestly like probably the best part of the trip was the soccer game. The environment's just different. Like I know whether you're soccer, like some people like soccer, some people don't. Like I honestly just recommend going to one, like a Premier League game, just because Like the best way I can explain it is like going to a SEC college football game. Like we all know like how like different that environment is compared to like the NFL game, where like the passion and like how much they care about it. It's just different there. Like you have 25. I went to a Crystal Palace game, so a little bit smaller stadium, only 25,000 people fit in there. A little bit smaller, no, older stadium. I mean, a little bit older stadium.
You wear
And
your Rapino jersey?
yeah, I try and wear my Rapino jersey. But no, it's just a cool, like you get 25,000 people singing and chanting, and there's no phones. Like phones is kind of like discouraged to be on your phones during the game. Like recording parts of the game is kind of discouraged. Like you look around the stadium and there's no one holding their phone up, like, and if you go to any like stuff here, like everyone has their phones out, during the game. So, and it was a crazy game. Like Crystal Palace was down 2-0 at half, came back, tied it 2-2, went down 3-2 in like the 88th minute or whatever. And then Palace got a penalty kick and they tied it 3-3 and then missed a wide open goal to win it 4-3. The same guy had three goals and then missed the fourth one, like literally wide open in front of the goal. So it was a lot of fun. It's a really cool environment. The game I went to was obviously like an awesome game. So it's just a lot of fun.
Did you learn any of the like songs about the bubbles or whatever, like on Hooligans? Like, did you join, like, do you see any of the Hooligans or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's cool. You had fun at Tachi Palace and you didn't like wave a flag the whole, like my cousin went to a game in Madrid like a month ago and he said there's just people there just waving flags nonstop.
Yeah, I think England is kind of cracked down. I was actually talking to someone else today about they went to a game in Spain and like there was just fights everywhere. England's, I think they've kind of cracked down, it was really bad. Like you mentioned the Green Shirt Hooligans movie and stuff. Like they've cracked down, I think, on that stuff quite a bit. The Bournemouth, they were playing Bournemouth and they had all their fans in one corner and there was security all separating the section between like that. The stadium is designed for a separation between like where the visiting fans sit and the home fans. And there's security all lined up between the sections. So they're pretty like tight on how they do things with separating the fans and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like at some point that I don't know if they'll come here, but I don't know. There's been a lot of fights at games lately. So since like 2020, it seems like fights are nonstop. So
and the other cool thing, Trent, about London is like the public transportation is really easy. It's really like nice and like comfortable and like you can get around all over that city on just the train. Like you can take the train everywhere. And and the cool thing about it is it's tap in, tap out on your credit card.
Oh.
So you don't have to buy tickets. Yeah, you just tap your card when you go on, tap your card when you're leaving. So it's pretty convenient too.
That's cool.
What jersey did you wear to the game, Jordan? You wear the
I wore my Maurice Jones-Drew jersey to the game.
You couldn't make yourself wear the Trevor Lawrence?
No, I couldn't do the Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. I saw a stat today. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is only catching 68% of the passes thrown to him. So
it's brutal.
It's brutal.
I will say this. Travis Hunter is a very popular person. Like that's what I noticed. Like he has so many people were wearing his jersey. And then every time he caught the ball, the whole stadium was just like going like everyone was cheering. Like people love Travis Hunter. Like the Rams fans, I think, were like cheering for Travis Hunter when he caught the ball. Like it's definitely like it's interesting to see how many people really like him.
That's probably maybe one of the rookie Heismans that have played there. Maybe is a little bit of a social media presence as well.
I think he's a popular guy too. I think he's a likable guy. I think is the word for it. Like he's a very likable guy, I think.
Yeah. So, Seth, you want to talk anything about Mount Whitney climbing that, with all your buddies on that little?
Well, I think I did that 2 weeks ago, right? Technically,
we weren't here last week, so
yeah, I weren't here last week, and then I was gone 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I did Mount Whitney. That was really cool. It was really hard. So, but now, I
Was
mean,
the food better than London?
was the food better than, yeah, my beef jerky and Stroop waffles? Yeah, I guess maybe. But
Seth, did you train for that at all? Because I've heard you're supposed to like train for that, right?
I mean, I'm training for like other stuff, but it just happened to be worked out that,
Yeah.
it applied
Please,
to
if
Mount
you guys
Whitney.
want to listen to Seth's workout regimen for the next 45 minutes, you can just listen.
See, that's
and
why I
he'll
didn't. That's
just
why I
be
didn't start
about
talking
it.
about it. I don't
Yeah,
need to
he's like,
talk about
before
it.
I
But
wake
yeah,
up every
it
morning, I
prepared me
cold
for that. But
Like,
I haven't done
I
any
guess
hiking
what I'm
or
asking is
trail
is
stuff.
would you agree with that statement that like you can't just go like cold, like you got to train for that a little bit or be training or be in some, like the average person just can't get up in the on a random day and decide to go climb Mount
like,
Whitney.
could a guy from
Is that
Lemoore
true?
named Aaron just do it off his couch? Like, let's say something
I
like
would
that.
say if you mentally push yourself to do it, yes, you can do it. It might take you a long time, so you might need to account for how much longer it'll take you and start like earlier or something. But you can also do it in 2 days. Like you can get an overnight pass and you can do it in 2 days. I think the average person, I don't know, maybe the average person is lower than what I'm saying, but like if you do it in 2 days, I think the average person can do it with a little bit of, like, I would recommend maybe doing some training 3 months in advance. Like if you can't walk, I mean, it's 22 miles, so 10,000 feet of gain.
Yeah.
Like if you can't walk 22 miles flat, for 15 hours straight, then you can't do it. But I
So it's
mean,
flat.
it's not flat, but I'm saying if you can't walk 22 miles straight
Yeah.
without stopping, then yeah, you're not gonna be able to do it.
Could you bring an e-bike?
No.
Okay, it's just a simple question. Just
But
trying
yeah,
to
I-
ask.
I
questions
think
for people.
Hey,
I think you need to. I
Seth
would
climbed-
recommend training for it, but there people that did not train for it did it,
And they were fine.
Interesting.
and they were fine.
Seth,
But also-
Seth hiked 22 miles up the mountain. My first 2 days of London, I walked almost a combined 20 miles.
Yeah, then you could probably do it.
Yeah. I walked
It-
50,000 steps in 2 days in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the train, like your phone probably counted the train as well. You know what I'm saying?
That is
So,
not
like,
I
that is not an accurate representation of the.
I think one thing to account for too, though, is like when you're doing the hike, all the hike is above 8,000 feet too, and then half the hike you're above.
Yeah, it's your elevation.
12,000.
Yeah.
So like the elevation's
Yeah.
a part of it too, and you can't control if you get sick or not either.
Yeah, it's
But, I
harder
mean,
to
there's-
breathe and it's harder to
Yeah. There's a group from Asia that were over there, and they were coming down. They're like, "Hey, we got to the top and we started puking and stuff." So they had to get down, but none of our group really got that sick.
Yeah.
Right. Well, before Seth starts talking about the keto diet, I think we'll just wrap this thing up. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hey, tune in Thursday night. Sign up for our email. Go to www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com. Sign up for the email. I'll give you the reminder for the live show. Give you little show notes of each episode, waiver wire ads, all that good stuff, guys. The live is coming out Thursday night, 9 p.m. Pacific, like Seth said. We'll see you guys there. Give us a like. Give us a sub. Free hats, guys. And as always, take care.